Hey guys, so in this episode of Reading Labels, I think it is going to be an episode type of situation where I'm teaching people how to read labels. So it's going to be a Reading Labels series, teaching everyone how to read labels and what to look for and how to basically be the smartest shopper you possibly can. And then, not smart just by action, but in terms of you're going to have the knowledge of sort of what to look for, and then it's totally up to you to make the healthiest decision you can. None of us are perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. I'm not a purist. Sometimes I try to pretend I am, but I'm definitely not. And, I don't expect you to either, but at the end of the day, we should all be more informed, and labels should be more transparent, and unfortunately they're not. But there's still a lot you can tell from reading labels, and I want to try and point out some obvious things that I think a lot of people just don't even think of, especially when they're looking at foods that are advertised to look like they're really healthy or healthier varieties. Like right now we're going to be diving into healthier looking breads, vegetable breads, these loaves of breads you'll see in the grocery stores that say like vegetable on it, vegetable bread. So great, you can eat bread and get some servings of vegetables at the same time. Well, is it true? Is it not? What do you look for? That's what's going to be in this video. That's what's going to be in the next few videos that you're going to see, different items and what to look for. And if you don't want to watch any of these videos, the quick tip, I'll just give this information up for free. All you got to do is when you go to the grocery store, make sure you turn the product around and just read the ingredients. All too often, you'd be surprised, most people don't do this. The most intelligent, wisest people you ever meet just don't do that. They rely on the marketing, they buy it, and they feel great about themselves, like they just made an amazing buying decision. And maybe they did make an amazing buying decision for them. Listen, if you want to buy ice cream, I'm not judging you. It's delicious and it's a treat, and I don't judge you at all. It makes you feel good. Who am I to judge you for buying something like that? But all I'm saying is that you should at least know what you're getting into. And most people, I can tell you right off the bat, do not know. And I know most people watching this do not know. So read the labels, look it around, read the ingredients list, and if you find any ingredients that you want to bring to my attention, please do, as I'm always looking for them. Okay, so I'm going to dive right into this. It's going to be a very quick video. I'm going to flash right now ingredient list of this vegetable bread, and I'm just going to read it. Whole grain, whole wheat flour, including the germ. That's amazing. I love that. Water, sugar, glucose, fructose. So it's not even sugar. It's just a sugar, glucose, fructose mix. We don't really even need to get into that, but honestly, yeah, there's a lot of sugar in bread. There happens to be. Then, dehydrated carrot, great, but that's about as far as it goes in terms of vegetables. Dehydrated carrot. I mean, you'd have more vegetables in one of those Knorr soup cubes, loaded with MSG, one of those things that I really loved as a kid, and probably still do if I didn't realize how bad it was for us. Dehydrated carrot, vegetable oil, which is canola and or soybean oil. Then yeast with an exclamation mark. And order might change. Dehydrated pumpkin. Oh, okay, there's another vegetable. Good. Dehydrated pumpkin. I don't know how often you guys eat dehydrated pumpkin. Wheat gluten, salt, vinegar, calcium propionate, monoglycerides. That's a derivative from corn. Highly processed isolate. Requires chemicals, and then you're left with a chemical, which is monoglycerides. Sodium stearyl 2-lactylate. This is the softener I was mentioning in my last video. You're going to see this in most breads you find. So this is something you want to look for in ingredients. Do you want to be consuming this chemical? Is it harmful? Actually, there's no real research to suggest that it is harmful from what I've read. But does that mean you should still consume it just because there's no research? I mean, it's not really a food. It's a chemical. So in my opinion, it's something to watch out for. I'd rather find breads that don't have it. So look for these old world style, naturally leavened, fermented breads without it. Acetylated tartaric acid, esters of mono and diglycerides, again, derivatives from corn, highly processed. What does that mean? They're using tons of chemicals and probably heat to rip out one compound and then put it in there. And that compound is like a drug. It's a manipulated chemical in of itself in your bread. Soybean, lecithin, yeah, and that's it. So what was the vegetable content? Dehydrated carrot and dehydrated pumpkin. So are you really getting much vegetables from this bread? You be the judge. Hit me up in the comment section. If this brought you value, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe so you get more videos just like that. And can't wait to share more stuff with you guys.